Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm John, and today I'm going to be talking about this guy right here. This is the Fuji Instax Mini EVO. This is the latest in the Fuji Instax lineup. It's a series of Polaroid-esque type cameras, and I've had this guy for about a month now. I've been sitting on this review for a little bit. I really wanted to take my time with it and get to know the camera, play around with it, and see if it was going to be something that is a worthy addition to my daily carry, really. I also have the Fuji Instax Mini 40, and we're going to talk about both these guys and see which one, if either, are really worth your time. So I bought the Mini EVO as a replacement for my Instax Mini 40. My main reason for grabbing one of these was to sort of capture that old nostalgic vibe of actually handing someone a physical photo. I really do miss that, and the more I work in the all-digital field, the more that sort of personal feeling gets lost. And my experience so far with the Mini 40, my previous entry, was it was a pretty basic camera. You push this button here, the lens pops out, you take a picture, it prints it, and you're good to go. It doesn't really have any features. You can't turn the flash on or off. It's got a small little viewfinder. It's got a little mirror here for selfies, but that's about it. It really does capture that old Polaroid vibe where you're working with really harsh light. Since the flash is always going off, you're sort of always gonna have some shot parts that are a little overexposed, and then these harsh shadows everywhere. It's fun, and it really does capture a certain look, and it's very unique, and it is very retro. But when I heard about the Mini EVO, I got really excited about it because the features in this thing are just insane. This camera really does it all, and my favorite part about it is I don't even have to use this as a camera to get the pictures I want and still take them and hand them off to people. So the first thing you're going to do when you get this is download the EVO app. It couldn't be easier to use, and it works 100% of the time. I have no problems with this app whatsoever. It's been a really great experience. You can use the app to remote control the camera, so you can go into remote shooting, click on for live view, and now I have a live view, and I can take pictures. And then it sends the image back to me, which is really great. I can print it or cancel it. So we're just going to cancel that because we're not going to need that. But it's great because you can also turn the flash off entirely. Do another picture. The image taken on the camera is transmitted back to the phone app. So one of the features that I really enjoy is the direct printing feature. So this is something that I use more often than anything else. Is I would take an image from my photo roll, for example. Let's say I wanted to print this. So I could print this image, go into printing, and as you can see, all I have to do is hit print, and it'll send it to the camera, and the camera will print the image for me. But you also have options. So once you've selected your image, you can zoom in, you can rotate the image. You can also hit back to reset everything, but it also gives you filter options, so I can use some of the filters for the app on my image that I've selected. You have color correction options like brightness, contrast, saturation, but we're not going to print this image, so no, we're not going to save that. I'll just cancel this. So you have some options as far as your print modes go. You have a natural mode or a rich mode. I prefer rich mode. It just gives things a little bit more pop. Now, one of the unique features of this camera is the ability to take images that you've printed off of there and send it back to the app, and you can edit it further for social media posting. So say I wanted to do that. So when you go and hit printed image transfer, so let's say that I have this image here from a centennial birthday I shot recently, and I handed out some of these printed images as fun for the family. So I would transfer this. Now that I've selected my image, I want to hit plus to transfer it, and what this does is send it to the phone. And as you can see on the phone, now that I have my transferred image, I can select it and I can edit this image. So what's cool about this is the ability to take this and make it ready for social media. As you can see, it's set for a perfect 1:1, so it's ready for like an Instagram post. You can change the background color. You can even go in further to edit it. You can leave the background transparent, which is great if you wanted to add this into videos or presentations or any sort of graphics if you were making banners or anything like that in Photoshop. It gives you a transparent background and you can just throw that into anything. You can select a background image. So let's say I wanted to select this, and I can have this, say, alley in the background. Don't know why you'd want to do that. So we'll cancel that. And we'll just change and go back to color. So what's cool is when you're in the color, you can also change the hue. You can completely change the color, the brightness, the overall hue temperature of the image, and you can say decide and then save, and that image is saved successfully and is also transferred into right here. So as you can see, there's a lot of versatility and options here. It's really great being able to do so many different things with this. It's a very, very unique system. I'll show you how to print an image real quick. So let's just say we want to take an image of our awesome Instax camera setup here we got going on here. So there's our photo we just took. Now we're going to go ahead and open the app. We're going to go to direct print. We're going to select an image. We're going to go into the camera roll. This is the image of the photo we just took. Now we can print. Sure, let's print it. And now as you can see, it's communicating with the camera from the app. And we have just wirelessly taken a photo and transferred it to the camera for printing. This is my ideal way of taking photos with this camera because it just allows for a better quality image overall. Now the images you get on the camera are fine, but if you really want that versatility, I prefer taking an image with my camera and then transferring it to the camera itself. If you want to charge the camera battery or you access the memory card, those are both at the bottom of the camera. So you have your charge port and you have your memory card's expansion slot. I have a 64 gigabyte micro SD in here, which I'll probably never use, but it's nice to have that option just so I can store countless images on here and just print out directly from the camera if I ever want to. But it's a very, very capable system. It has loads of filter features that you can access directly with the lens menu and the top menu, the menu wheel as well. These allow you to get different looks. There's over 100 different looks you can create inside of the camera, which is really great for anyone who really wants to use that. But for me personally, this is going to be something I probably don't touch too much, as I prefer to edit all of my images in Adobe Lightroom and then just sort of transfer them here so I can get the look I really want and customize that myself and then, you know, get that over to the camera for printing. So having spent a month now with this camera, I really feel that I can recommend this to absolutely anyone. This is one of those things that I feel like this is just sort of universally appealing to anyone. Every time I take this thing out, everyone just stops and looks and is like, oh, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, how is it doing that? And, you know, just explaining to people what it does and what its capabilities are, everyone's just sort of awestruck by it. And I think that's rightly so, because this is such a cool little piece of equipment. And the capabilities that it has far surpasses anything else out there. Like, this is such a unique device, and it's such a fun little talking piece too. Like, everyone loves the retro look of it, and then, you know, when you have a picture you take on your phone and then you send it over here and have it printed out, everyone just loves it. They can't stop asking questions about it and they want to check it out. And I think that's really cool. And I think this is really easy enough to use that it's appealing for anyone, regardless of your technical level. and the app is super easy to use, and the print quality is really fun. Again, it has like a really fun vibe. This is a great party camera. You know, you just take pictures on your phone and then just go sit somewhere for 10 minutes and print them out and hand them out to people. It's just a great little party device or just a daily carry. Like, I love this thing. This is going to be one of my favorite pieces of equipment I've reviewed so far, and this is definitely making it into my daily carry. This is something I'm going to use all the time, but it's well done, Fuji. Like, you really knocked it out of the park with this thing. This is such a cool device. So I think that'll do it for today, and if this is your first time here, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. I really have a fun little channel going here, and everyone who comments has always got something really positive and fun to say. Like, I'm enjoying the interaction with everyone who comments, and I try to respond to everybody's comments. So feel free, if you have any questions, ask below, and I'll get to you eventually. And yeah, just check this thing out. This thing rules. This is, for $200, like, this is a great little piece of equipment that you'll be surprised how often you use it, I think. So thank you again for stopping by. I have some really fun videos coming up pretty soon, some more arcade stuff. I'm going to be doing some install videos. I also have some more tech reviews coming up. I have these wireless microphones that are absolutely fantastic that I can't wait to make a video for. But that's all coming soon. Like I said, like, comment, and subscribe below so you stay up to date on anything that I make, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks.